Jiu-Jitsu has proven itself to be one of the most dominating fighting styles of martial arts. When applied correctly, it is very effective to put an end to your opponent's efforts once and for all.
As you can see, everybody here is wearing what they call the gi. This is the traditional clothing that they wear, and it's also used not only as a weapon, it's a tool that you can use to choke your opponent or get a better position.
Today's technique will be going over the V-sweep transition into an armbar.
Imagine why Jiu-Jitsu would take a toll on your joints, my knees, ankles, everything. I feel it already. This is just the first half of the class.
Sometimes your opponent may have too much base or is just too strong for the V-sweep to work. If this is the case, we have an answer. Easily transition the V-sweep into a devastating armbar.
Make sure you push them over that way. It's easy to make.
Have you ever wanted to jump out of a perfectly good airplane? A professional staff is jumping for fun, and a proud member of the United States Parachute Association is there to help you have the safest adrenaline rush imaginable. Located just south of Louisville in Springfield, Kentucky at Arnold Airport. For more information, go to jumpingforfunskydiving.com or find us on Facebook.
One of the main features of Jiu-Jitsu is that you can submit an opponent, which means you can grab them in an uncomfortable position and either choke them out or make them quit. Let's try it.
If he gets you get all your weight on him, he's gonna flip you, okay? All right? So, mainly this leg's gonna do a lot. When he throws his leg over, he gets under, you want to put all your weight on your heel, set on his arm, and squeeze it, okay? if your weight is this way, he's gonna have that leverage, okay? So you want to set back onto his arm. So now when he tries to roll you, it's not gonna go anywhere, all right? The other part of it is if he gets his leg over your head, you wanna go here and grip, okay? Here, grip. I like to grip here, right behind the knee. Hold, okay? So from here, I'm gonna stack. So this back leg's gonna come up and push him up. Same thing, I'm still squeezing with my left leg so his arm's stuck. I'm gonna put my back leg right by his butt to keep him up in the air. If I didn't do this, I'm gonna have to use all my strength to keep him stacked and I'm compromising my balance. So what I wanna do is keep this pushed right into his butt so I don't have to hold him up as easily. I'm gonna pin his knees to his head and yank his arm out. Boom. Once I get to this position, I'm still squeezing my leg. I'm gonna put all my hips forward and swing my arms back. Boom. And I can come on top, okay?
Like most traditional martial arts, Jiu Jitsu has a belt ranking system. You've got 5 belts. You've got white, blue, purple, brown, and black. And each one has a system of stripes that will let you know how far advanced that person is. So if you look at the belts while we're rolling, you get an idea of the level of Jiu Jitsu that each student has.
That's what you get. I do my best work from here. This is where I fight from. How many times are you gonna play this show? Is it gonna be a sweet? This guy.
It may never air.
I'm never gonna put this on TV.
No, we're definitely gonna air it on Sweet So we're here with Chris of Chris Griffin's Mission Academy. Thanks for having us out again, man. Listen, man, I've known you for a long time, maybe 8 years or more, and you were doing jiu-jitsu well before that. I think the first time we met was at Douglas Community Center about 8 years ago, and I know you were already doing stuff then, so why don't you just start us out there and fill us in?
Yeah, I started doing jiu-jitsu probably in the late 90s. I had did like Kung Fu and Taekwondo for a while before that. And I went to a movie warehouse. I saw an old UFC. There's a guy named Hoist Gracie that was beating everybody up, you know. So I was thinking, man, he looks like a regular dude, And I'm like, I'm not very athletic, I'm a regular guy, I think I can do that. So I just started training Brazilian Jiu Jitsu. That was probably in the late 90s. And I remember I moved to Louisville 2005, and there was a guy that used to train with you guys named Courtney, and I saw him fight. And when I moved to Louisville, I said, I gotta find that guy. Where's that guy at? That guy's good, I wanna fight that guy, I wanna train with that guy, whoever that guy is. Well, I found out you guys were at the community center. I walked in there, and I saw Jason. Jason's a tough looking dude. I recognized him, I was like, hey man. So we started training, me and him, and there was a little, I couldn't tell if everybody was cool with me because we were all kind of rival teams. I didn't know. But what happened is Jason goes to take me down, and I go to take Jason down, and we slam each other really hard on our heads. Same time. So we both get up. Like, I didn't know if there was going to be a fight. He didn't know if there was going to be a fight. And we were like, Jason's like, good throw, man. I'm like, yeah, man, good throw. And then we hugged and we kept training the rest of the day. I was like, these guys are all right.
Yeah.
That hurt.
I do remember that.
Remember that? That was rough,
I
man.
do remember that.
Cool.
So, I opened this gym in 2010, and, I just felt like I trained with a lot of people over the years, and I just thought that I just want an atmosphere. I don't like gyms where everybody's too serious, but I want to train hard. So I want to train hard and have fun. I think if everybody in the gym, it's a good atmosphere to train in, and everybody gets along, that group will stay with each other. They'll keep training hard. There's never any hard feelings, and everybody will remember that group. Kind of like a fraternity or something like that. You never forget those guys or girls that you train with. And that's just the way I want to do the atmosphere here at the gym. It's affordable, 65 a month, do whatever classes you want. I want everybody to just train.
Now, what all classes do you offer?
We have Thai boxing, Brazilian Jiu Jitsu, MMA, and boxing. And we also have a no-gi submission wrestling. And we just added a wrestling class 2 weeks ago. So we have all kinds of, we even have women's self-defense seminar last weekend. So we got everything here. I train a lot of different martial arts, mostly Brazilian Jiu-Jitsu, but I had over 20 MMA fights. I'm not saying I'm the best, I've just got a lot of experience in the game.
Chris is one of the few guys, and I've even told guys when I've come to watch his fights, I said, you watch this guy. Everybody underestimates him. He won't throw a punch. He's one of the very few guys that doesn't punch in his fights. He doesn't have to. He'll wrestle a guy, he'll eat some punches, and before that fight's over, that guy is going to tap out. Chris will tap him out before it's over. Man, the last fight that I seen of his, he probably ate about, 100 punches. And he just kept working,
It shows to make him look good, man.
Now, he did throw one elbow.
Yeah.
One elbow and landed it and tapped him out. That guy had no idea what was going on.
We do appreciate you having us out. Hopefully we'll be able to revisit you on another episode that covers a different style. But something that makes Jiu Jitsu unique. Choke him out for us. Give us a little technique here.
Show,
Whatever you want. Choke him out.
let me show a bow and arrow choke, okay? So, let me show a variation of the bow and arrow choke. So you're on your back? Yeah. Okay, so one thing we can do from here is, if I've got the cross-side position, sometimes guys will turn towards me, so they'll turn to face me. This is pretty common. So what I'm going to do is I'm going to take this hand, put my fist on the mat, and block his hip so he doesn't follow me. I'm going to put this arm over, put my weight on him, and walk around. So I'm walking all the way around him, okay? Once I get to this side, I want this arm under the head and this arm under the arm, okay? I lower my body so that my chest is lower than his shoulder. The reason I do that is if I'm too high, he'll turn back into me. So I want to keep him up on his side. So I'm here, okay? Lock my hands. It's called a seatbelt grip. So what I'm going to do from here is I'm going to hold this position. I lean into him. I get my foot over so I can secure the position even better. Take this hand and I'm going to grab his gi and feed his gi. Pull it down to my hand. I get a one thumb grip. Boom. So I grab it here. Okay, so what I'm going to do now is grab his arm in this method. I'm going to pop up, put my knee behind his head. Okay, pull this, pull his arm. He could escape this way, but I'm holding his arm. He can't escape this way because I have my knee in his head, okay? So, you got anything to say before you go to sleep?
Good night.
Fight life.
Reasonable comic book fan. I love all things comic book based. Movies, television shows, video games, collectibles, and the comics themselves. Like many before me, Batman was my intro to comics and is often my go-to reference. For the most part, I try to keep an open mind. If it's comics, I'll try it. But I can be very hard to please and judgmental, even of my favorites. Check out Unreasonable Comics starting June 3rd.
Hi, I'm Ditto Jones, and this summer I'm filming a new show called The Bucket List. My goal is to have the most awesome life I possibly can, all while exploring the amazing city of Louisville. There will be skydiving, celebrity interviews, local restaurants, bluegrass style, and lots of dancing. Stay tuned for the show coming this fall to Ville TV.
Now for the remainder of the evening, we would like you to visit another one of our favorite gyms, Valhalla Grappling Academy with Bryant Jones.
Collar drag. So super high percentage one. I love this move. He comes in, he puts both hands on here. I immediately grab. Okay? He's got his hands committed to my legs, which means when I post my hand and move my body to the side, you see where his hands go? There's nothing here to stop him from falling. Right? So it's a big motion. He's here with my butt. I've got to get way out of the way. I'm going to combo this up with a really hard pull from my arm. Down, right? He may be face down like this. He may roll over to his stomach, okay? Or he may kind of go on all fours. I'll go a little bit lighter here. And I come in on top. Either way, now I'm on top, I sweep, it's 2 points, right? So I want to coordinate this. So solo, coordinate this with that, followed by an extremely hard drive into them to finish it up.
Really does work.
Okay, a couple of little things here. Just that you can add. I see a couple of minor mistakes. It's a fairly basic move, but again, if I've got a grip on his lapel and he has no grip on my pants, then I can just stand up. Okay, there's really nothing stopping me from standing up. When I want to do this is when he's got a good grip on my pants and he's starting to pin, because he's going to pin my knees down and eventually he's going to pad. All I have to do is put my foot like this on his instep, and now suddenly he feels like he's got less mobility in this direction, right? So he starts to go that way, and it just encourages him to go in that direction.
When it comes to custom t-shirts, people think they have 3 options: fast, cheap, or good. Well, with Staub Screen Printing, you can have it all. We offer custom screen printing and embroidery with fast service and affordable rates. With 3 full-time artists on staff, we can take your idea from concept to completion. We offer custom decoration on virtually all apparel for any occasion. So, whatever your print or embroidery needs, go to Staub Screen Printing today.
Say hi to Fight Life, Show.
Hello.
Tell us what you love about Jiu Jitsu.
I love the art.
You love the. How does it make you feel whenever you get to go home after you feel like you had a good night at the gym?
Absolutely.
You know, you feel like you tapped some really good guys out. I'm saying you're feeling all high and mighty. And some nights you go home, you feel like
I ate a big piece of humble pie.
Exactly. I hate that. That humble pie is some nasty stuff.
That's what keeps me coming back.
Fight Life, baby. With Sean.
Yeah, thanks a lot. Appreciate it.
This is Brian Jones from Valhalla Academy, Carlson Gracie Jiu Jitsu black belt. Brian, what got you into Jiu Jitsu?
Well, I've been involved in martial arts since I was about 9 years old. I started out with Taekwondo, did some striking arts, a little boxing, and then kind of found my way into Judo. And from Judo, I met some people who did Jiu Jitsu. And I really fell in love with Jiu Jitsu and the ground game. It was so intricate. I still love Judo as well, but Jiu Jitsu just is one of those things that kind of stuck with me and that I really put my efforts into. Gi and no gi, I love them both.
Brian, I want to ask you something. Tell me how you felt the first time you tapped somebody that you thought was really good. First time you tapped him out and made him give up. Is that what got you hooked?
I don't know if that's what got me hooked so much as the first time. I'm trying to think back. The first time I really tapped somebody out, there are a couple of memorable occasions. I'm not going to mention any names about people, you know, because you don't want to gloat over that kind of stuff. But I had a little party in my head. I'm not gonna lie. But I didn't run around the mat, you know, with my arms up like I won a World Cup or anything like that. But those little things, you know, if you pull off a move and it just feels right and it feels smooth, and you get that technique on somebody and you know that they didn't give it to you, it just makes you happy inside, you know?
Yeah. Now, I'll tell you what got me started, what got me hooked was, you know, not only making the first guy that I thought was pretty good at it give up, but also getting taken advantage of. You know, guys wrapping me up and me thinking that I was a tough guy, whereas I was really in fantasy land.
And you can't breathe, you can't move. You saw this on TV. Why is my stuff not working? I'm watching UFC all the time.
He doesn't even look like anything. You look at him, you're like, I'll take this guy.
I remember the first guy that did a flying armbar on me was like about 130 pounds, and I was like, that didn't happen. I was in denial.
Awesome. Now, how did you come about opening up Valhalla?
Well, I trained at Four Seasons Martial Arts in Lexington a long time under Michael O'Donnell, and I got my black belt under Carlson Gracie Jr. And then I moved up to Frankfurt, and I wanted to take some time off because I was teaching a lot, and I kind of got burned out on teaching, to be honest with you. So I was training a little bit in Louisville with Helio Seneca and those guys at Core, some different people. Some people were coming to my garage for about a year, and then I just decided I wanted to open my own school. This is something I'm always going to do. I can either do it somewhere else, or I could try to create the environment that I wanted to train in, and so that's what I did. I got some people that were really good, people that wanted to learn, that were already skilled, that kind of lived around here. We formed this nucleus and kind of grew out from there, and it's just worked out. You know, we've got a good ego-free group of people to train with here.
I love it here. I love it here.
You know, I gotta say, this is the second time I've actually been to your gym. You got a great group of guys. Everybody's really dedicated. You know, everybody's serious about it. You know, it's not like a lot of other gyms, like you said, egos. You know, a lot of people has the egos and everything. You know, I definitely like it. You know, you got a really good feeling in here.
We try to have a team. The moment people step through the door, it doesn't matter if it's their first day, and they're interested, I try to treat them like part of the team. If you've been here for 10 years or one day, you're still part of the team, and we're going to treat you the same way. The people that come in and dabble in it a little bit and they kind of fall out because of ego, well, I mean, that's just, maybe it's not for them. And honestly, I don't want those people that have the ego that they can't tap out or they're trying to hurt somebody.
Definitely not for everybody.
You know, we invite people to come out trying to build some bridges, you know, cross-train with different gyms, that kind of thing. And basically just from where we are, just do more of what we're doing right now because we're all happy here. We just like you to come and do it. So, you know, I appreciate you guys. This is Frankfurt. Anytime anybody's in Frankfurt, Kentucky, you can come out and train with us here at Valhalla Academy. It's www.valhallaacademy.com, and this is Brian Jones here for Fight Life.
Can you give us the address?
Yeah, it's at 867 Wilkinson Boulevard, and that'll be on our website. We have a Facebook page, YouTube channel, all this stuff. So Google us and you'll find us.
One more thing I want to add to the fans out there and everybody who's watching now.
say you're out on the weekends, you're having a good time, and you think you want to, you know, get a little crazy and, you know, start a fight with somebody or anything like that, and you see a guy with ears like this.
Stay away.
No.
Stay away.
That's the guy right there that you probably want to stay away from,
Do
because
not
that's a
pick a
sign
fight
of a badass.
I just, yeah, here's,
Awesome. Thanks, guys. This Fight Life, tuning out with Brian
Fight
Jones
Life.
from Valhalla Academy.
Thank you.
Thank you.
take care. Thanks.